So I'm gonna give y'all the rundown on where the fuck I've been at for the past month and some change. I was locked up. Yes, I was locked up. Not prison, but in the county jail, which is way worse. Well, I wouldn't say way worse, but that shit was crazy as hell, man. So boom. Um. So what day was it? It was somewhere at the end of like close to the end, or it was probably around. I don't know, but it was around that. It was around the end of the month. So cool. I'm sitting. I was chilling. I was doing an e-date and all that other shit earlier that night, and then my homeboy Brandon he hit me up and he was like, "Pull up." I was like, "Pull up where?" He said, "Pull up to this bar." So I went to the bar. You know, there was a lot of things going on. There was a lot of motion out there. So I was like, fuck it. I might as well do it because the last time I promised him that I would go out and I lost my ID card. So when I lost my ID card, I had to like reapply to get another one. And they sent me another ID card within like that mid month. And so boom. I'm like, fuck it, shit. I told him I would come out when I get my ID. I got my ID. I pulled up. Goddamn. So I went out there and we was vibing. Everything was good. I'm trying to let you know everything was straight. Everything was good. So, boom. I fucked up though. I'll get to that. I fucked up though. But well, I don't know. Because at that time, I'm still kind of blanked out on it. But at that time, he was like, shoot, go ahead, go get you a shot or a glass or something. So I said, okay, cool. I don't want to drink that much because I still want to like enjoy myself, but I'm not trying to drink that much. So I went, got me a little shot, boom, took it to the head. Felt good, felt warm, and felt relaxed. Cool. I was going to like, not go easy on it. But this fool here, when I tell you this, man, Brandon was testing my freaking gangster. He was testing my gangster. He didn't think I really stood on business. So this man was sitting here. He was basically like, oh, nah, you drinking, bro. You drinking. Like we about to get fucked up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I definitely did get fucked up. I'm going to let you know that now. I definitely got fucked up. But I'll get to that. So, boom. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll drink another one. But I'm not trying to drink too much. This man, Brandon, trying to get me a drink after a drink after a drink. Goddamn. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. I might as well go ahead and like take a couple. I can hold it. I fucked up though. Because you're not supposed to mix white with brown. You're not supposed to do that. If you do that, you're asking for a death sentence. That's basically what it means, bro. You asking for a death sentence. And I won't trying to get no death sentence. But man was testing my gangster. He kept on calling me a pussy and a goddamn and a bitch. So I'm like, who the fuck this man think he is? Like, why the fuck does he think that he can fucking like, he must not know who I am. So you know what? Boom. I told him, man, go ahead, bro. We about to turn up this. So boom. He got his two big ass cups. I forgot what was in it though. I think it was some Jack Daniels and some ginger something. I don't know. Like, was it? I don't know. I don't know if it was ginger ale. Some Jack and ginger ale. I don't know what that shit was called, but I want another one. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want another one. So boom. I'm sitting, I'm drinking. Boom. We went from one cup to another cup to a shot and then another cup. We had like 3 cups of that shit. So I'm like, I'm geeked out of my fucking mind. Listen, I'm going to post clips I'm gonna put this on YouTube, but in between, I'm gonna post like clips and shit. I'm gonna have Brandon send me clips of us and everything at the clubs, because it was me, his girl, Brandon. I think it was Brandon's girlfriend's brother, and then some other girl. I forgot. But I was out, so we was all vibing. Everything was cool. Everything was sweet. We went on the dance floor. We kumbaya with everybody that was around us. We was having fun, legitimate. Like, nothing could go wrong. But then that's when the alcohol started to really talk to me. And it really started to get in my head. And it started to say a lot of stuff. So I went to the bathroom. I gathered myself, took a piss, leaked out. Go ahead, get all that out of my system. Boom. Went to the sink, freshen my face up, try to wake myself, trying to get myself shaken back, because everything was just starting to feel closed in and starting to feel a little fuzzy. So boom, I walk back out. Me and Brandon walk out to the bathroom because, we was getting ourselves straight and like everything. So boom, we walk back out. I'm like, all right, cool. Maybe I'm done for the night. In my head, I was like, I'm done for the night. Nah, this man Brandon tested my gangster again. He came with another fucking glass, which I don't even know where the fuck that came from. But guess what? My dumb ass downed that shit. Down the whole fucking cup. Didn't waste no time either. So boom, I'm sitting at the booth seats. I'm sitting there. And then next I just put my head down and I just like started thinking to myself. In my head, I was thinking like, I'm not gonna survive this night. I'm not. In my head, I was about to be like, yo, Brandon, take me to the car. And I'm gonna lay in there for a few minutes, leave the door open just in case. But then it's like, as soon as I like hold on, I'll get to that. But it's like, as soon as I put my head down, I was trying to like gather myself up. So I'm gathering myself. My mind is like trying to gain this consciousness. Boom. Next thing you know, I feel somebody smack the back of my fucking neck. And I'm like, I wake up. Well, I didn't wake up. I stood up. I was like, hold up. Who the fuck just hit me? Like, I'm like, who the fuck just hit me? And I thought it was Brandon. So I didn't mind it at first because he was just probably like checking on me and some shit. So boom, I put my head down again and I'm like, all right. I told Brandon to give me a minute because I'm trying to shake back. So I put my head down again. Next, he hit me in the back of the neck again. So I stood up and there was a security guard at our booth. I don't know why the fuck he was bothering us for, because we ain't do nothing. I don't think. But at the same time, it was like, yo, like, why you putting your hands on me for shit? Like, I'm chilling. Like, I got my peoples around me. Like, I don't need you coming around bothering me and shit. So boom, I got up and I walked. Cause it was loud and shit. So I had to get close. So I told him, I was like, yo, bro, don't put your hands on me, bro. For real. Like, I'm chilling. Like, I'm good. I'm straight. And I don't know, in an instant, he pushed me and I pushed him back. And for some reason, I don't know if it was another security guard or something, but he picked, like, some other security guard came behind me, picked me up, and both of them started walking me out. I was holding my patience because at that moment I knew in my head if he would have put me down at any second, I was definitely gonna stick the fuck out of his shit. Boom. So I was like, you know what? As soon as we get outside, I'm hitting him. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Boom. As soon as he put me down, I was about to swing off on him, but then Brandon came and he got me from all that whole situation. So I'm pissed the fuck off because it's like, why the fuck was he bothering me and shit? Like, what the fuck? Like you had no fucking reason to like come into where the fuck we was at bothering me. Like, come on. So boom, I'm getting mad. I'm getting frustrated. And instantly I'm starting to feel myself black out. And I knew I started to feel myself black out because when I feel myself like going into that whole mode of me just not giving a fuck and just it is what it is, my body goes numb. So it's like I don't feel nothing. I don't feel anything. It's like if someone hits me or I hit them or I hit something, it's instantly like durable. Like I got that like Superman type of durability to where I don't feel nothing. So boom, I start swinging, and for some reason they said that I hit the DJ's car, well truck. I don't know what the fuck that I don't know what it was, but they said that I hit the DJ's truck, and I was like, no way. Like when they told me after the whole situation, I was like, no way. I don't remember doing that. I don't. But they said, and I quote, they said, Bach, you cocked your arm back and you punched the DJ's truck and put a dent in it. Like fist in dent. And I'm like, what the fuck? When did all that shit happen? So boom. Next thing you know, cops are getting involved. I don't know when the cops got there. That shit was fast as hell, I think. But boom, everything started to happen so fucking fast. So boom, I'm sitting there, I'm walking off. Cops come, and I guess they hem me up and put me in the fucking, what is it? They put me in handcuffs. So boom, now I'm about to be taken in, but then I started to feel myself like going completely black. So I'm like, damn, I'm like, bro, I'm about to pass out. I ain't gonna lie to you. I felt like I was dead. But they told me, my homeboy Brandon, he told me, he was like, you died. I will show y'all the picture. It's gonna be somewhere like over here or over here, wherever. But Brandon said I died. Everyone said I died. They said it looked like I died. Some said it looked like I died. Some said I did die. I don't know. I probably died and came back to life. Don't know. But I'm here, so that's all good. So boom. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm sitting there and no. So they said I was leaning out of the cop car and everything like I wasn't alive. Like they said I looked like I died in the handcuffs or something. I don't fucking know. When I was looking at the video, it looked like I was dead. Like the cop's right there. Brandon's right behind the cop. So, and there was some other woman there. I don't even know who the fuck she was. But yeah, she was there. Sharnice was recording, and somebody else was there. And they said that when I was in handcuffs, I fell over out of the cop car, and I was just laying there. And they said it looked like I wasn't breathing or anything. The police or the officer came and checked my pulse or did something. I don't know. He checked my pulse, and then he called EMS. So boom, they said I died. I died. In that quick of a second, I fucking died. So I was like, I don't fucking know. Like, what the fuck? So boom, they dragged me out and sat me on the curb in the parking lot. So boom, that at that moment, I regained a little bit of conscience. And some woman out of nowhere came and started serving me fucking I think it was tacos or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know what the fuck that shit was. But they said I was spitting it out and throwing up behind it and all that other shit. I was gone. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was fucked up. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But yeah, next thing you know, Gabe was there. Shout out to Gabe. Yeah, he was there. He pulled up. I guess he was called. And I knew Gabe was there because I saw him, and I was like, and I yelled his name because at the instant moment, I just wanted to go. I just needed Gabe to just take me home. At that moment, I just needed Gabe to take me home. But they said that I wasn't going home, so I was like, "What the fuck you mean I'm not going home?" So I'm still slumped. I yelled his name and then I slumped back over, and that was it for that moment of truth until the EMS came, and then boom, they picked me up, put me on the EMS chair, and threw me in the fucking back of the truck. So boom, I'm going to the EMS. I mean, I'm going to the hospital now. Boom, it's like 5, 6 something. I think it was 4 or 5 in the morning. Boom, I get there and I'm just passed out, not waking up, not doing anything. So boom, like 5 something, I wake up. So I'm regaining myself. I took some Sprite. Word ahead, if anybody hangs out with me and I'm drunk as fuck, don't give me no water or nut or anything. Just give me some Sprite and let me shake back, because Sprite's the only thing that can fucking help me. So boom, I'm like still in the hospital, and I'm gathering myself up. Boom, boom, boom. They made me sign some papers. I just scribbled on it. Like, bro, I'm still fucked up. Why you like the fuck? So boom, I'm starting to regain myself, and then cops come in. Like 3 cops came in, and they was like, Mr. McMillan, you got to come with us because there's a warrant out for your arrest. I said, a warrant out for my arrest? What the fuck you mean? And then they said you had a warrant in a different county. So I was like, what the fuck? So boom, goddamn, I'm like, I couldn't run or anything, so I just said, fuck it. I just put my hands on it and just say, put me in handcuffs. And at that moment, I said, can I make a quick call real quick? So boom, they let me make my call, and I called my roommate to come down because she also works at the hospital, and I knew she was still around at that time. So boom, I called her and I asked her, yo, can you come downstairs real quick and like help me out? She didn't get there in time. They took me in, and I was sitting in the processing room. They gave me a mugshot, which I will post around here somewhere. I will post it somewhere around here. But I'm like, okay, cool. I'm in there, and everything's just being processed. It was cold as hell, everything, and I was just trying to at least make the best of it. I did my little process, and then they took me to the back. I made a couple phone calls, and everybody was just like, yeah, man, a lot was going on that night. And boom, they just said, you was out of it. So boom, I was like, fuck. So boom, I made a quick call, got in touch with my aunt, told her like the whole rundown, and that was basically it. And then after that, it was like they gave me my jumpsuit. Yeah, I was put in the orange jumpsuit. Yeah, put in an orange jumpsuit, and I was took it to my cell. So boom, I'm sitting in the cell. They had me in the cell with this one dude, and at first at first I was like, man, I already know what the fuck's gonna happen. He's gonna try to goddamn play my ass and want to goddamn fight and shit. So I'm already on go. But at that moment, I still had a hungover, so I was still having that headache and all that other shit. Luckily, whenever I have a hangover, I don't get a headache. I just sleep. So, boom. I like went to sleep, but I kept one eye. Like, it was like a one eye open sleep. But it was like while I was sleeping, my awareness was like kicking in. So it was like anytime I feel a weird vibe or something, I'll instantly wake up in action. But nah, the dude was cool though, for real. He was telling me all about his story, about his whole situation and everything. So he was basically cool with me. And we was just kicking it like that. He was telling me his stories. And I was damn. I was at no, damn. He was telling me his stories, and I was telling my stories. I told him where I worked at, and and for a coincidence, which I know, which is crazy as hell, he told me that he has a homeboy, which I know, who works at the same company that I work at, just at a different site. So I was like, damn, ain't that a coincidence? So boom, he was basically cool with me after that. It's crazy, but no, the truth behind that is, it's crazy though, like how small a city can be. Because if I would have never known, if we would have never had a conversation like that, then I would have never known that he knew the people that I knew. So shit, boom. So I'm dead ass just like chilling. We kicking it, boom. You know, Will got they like we was playing Hangman, and we was playing Wheel of Fortune. But it wasn't like a Wheel of Fortune, it was like guess a letter, get the letter right. So yeah, it was like guess a letter, get the letter right, and then you gotta like guess the full word of what the whole thing is. So after that, it was like, I don't know. But after that, it was like, cool. Boom. And then he got switched to another cell, but I didn't want to go because 9 times out of 10, it was going to be some bullshit if I get placed in another cell with someone else. So boom, I told him I'm gonna just stay in my pod and kick it until something pops up. So boom, I was staying in there for a couple nights, boom, boom, boom. And then, oh, the people just want to know, did you get piped? No, gay. What the, bro? See, you're gay, bro. You're gay. But no, I did not. I didn't get piped. No one touched my ass. None of that shit. Like all them niggas that was in there, bro, they had families at home. None of them were on that type of shit. The fuck? But back to the story before I was rudely interrupted. So boom, it comes to like Sunday. I'm thinking I'm about to get out because the woman said, you're going, they're releasing you. So I was like, oh shit, cool. I'm about to get out and go home. Nah, in my head, I was like, hold on, this doesn't even feel right because this is moving too fast. So boom, I got the shackles, I got the cuffs in. It was like 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, cool. Boom, boom, boom. I see 2 cops out front at the desk. So in my head, I'm like, they're not taking me home. Boom. They looked at me, they was like, Mr. McMillan, and I was like, yeah. And he was like, well, you being moved to Union County until your court date. So I was like, when's my court date? They said August 14th. So I was like, okay, cool. That's a couple of days away. I guess I could goddamn, I guess I'll go and boom, 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 boom. And then it was like when they transport me, they put me in the back of a fucking sheriff van. No windows. Rudely interrupted. Yo, that's not how it went. Yo, Ryan, my boy, my motherfucking Brody, what's up with you, man? Hey, bro, you got to get on Discord, man. You got to get on Discord tonight so we can talk, bro. But back to the story. On some crazy shit though. When they was transporting me, they transported me by myself from Fayetteville all the way to Union County. That's like 20 minutes from Charlotte. So basically I was in Charlotte. But I'm pushed. They took me all the way there. I get out, bruh. Everything is so fucking dark. I go in there, they do the same thing that they did to me. Shit, I'm on the way. Bet. But shit, they pushing me, like they get me in there, they put me in, they process me, and then they put me in A block. Let me tell y'all, A block is fucking crazy, bro. Like, you don't want to be in A block. You don't want to be in jail at all, but if you do go to jail, don't go to A block, bro. They don't care about anything, bro. There's this dude that was singing and screaming all night. He got jumped later on that morning, black eyes, and then the cops came, the correctional officers came in and took his ass away. So it was quiet. At least I got a little bit of sleep. It was hard to sleep in that motherfucker. The bed was flat as fuck. I'm sleeping on a metal fucking sheet. No bed. Well, basically, the bed was like flat. There was no like cushion between it or anything. Like nothing. I'm sleeping on a flat ass bed. So, damn, that first week it was hell. I met a dude. He was staying in there for like 30 days or something. So, boom. I'm like, cool. So he talked to me about my charges, and he was like, 9 times out of 10, you probably gonna have to sit in here for like 2 months because that's how they normally do their courts and shit. So I was like, fuck, I'm gonna be in here for 2 fucking months. And then when I told the correctional officer about that, he said I might be in here for 3 to 5 months. I was like, what the fuck you mean 3 to 5 months? But at that moment, I just given up all hope. I was like, fuck it. If I'm going to be in here, bruh, I'm going to just be in here. So, boom. I ain't going to lie. I got depressed as fuck. I got depressed as hell, man, because I never really saw myself in a situation like that again. So, it was like, boom. And it was like, in my mind, I was like, damn, bruh, I might be in here for a minute. Like, I'm gonna miss everything, bro. Like, so much is going on in the open world. I had so much shit going for myself, and all that shit was about to be taken away from me for the next 3 to 5 months. So at that moment, that shit was crazy as hell. So boom, I'm still stuck at A block. Luckily, I got moved to a different block, B block. And let me tell y'all, B block is nothing but like gangs in there. So boom. They put me in a cell with 2 other dudes. One dude's name was PJ, and another dude's name was Blue. Them 2 niggas are cool as hell. Cool as hell. PJ funny as fuck, bruh. Funny as hell. Blue, he cool as fuck, bruh. That was really my dog. He helped me out, like get phone calls through, so my peoples could send me money, so I could actually make more phone calls. So I'm like, bruh, like it's good to like actually have people that understand your situation and actually willing to help you, even though they stuck in the same situation, in the same environment as you. So boom, we all kumbaya and shit. Met this dude named TC. He's in there for I ain't gonna say too much of this shit, but he in there for he popped somebody over his wife. Fellas, in this world, don't do risky shit that could get you killed, or something that will, basically something that can get you killed. Cause niggas don't care. Niggas don't give a fuck. So boom, he's in there for that charge. He was talking to me, he basically like called me his like little brother and shit. Basically everybody treated me like a little brother, but it was all out of like respect, because it's like I'm not in there for no crazy shit. I didn't come into the block with no rah-rah, none of that. Oh, Bogart try to act all tough and shit. Yo, Ryan, appreciate the sub, my boy. But yeah, I'm sitting there, man. I'm like chilling and all that other shit, and it was like, when they was like talking to me and shit, yes sir, when they was talking to me and shit, bro, it was like, damn, like they really understood my situation. They did everything in their power to make sure that I don't get nothing else thrown on me while I was in there. So normally there'll be times where people start fighting, like people start doing crazy shit. Like there was dudes that pulled out razors on each other and was like swinging it at each other, trying to cut each other. So TC, I'm gonna call him goddamn, he told me, he walked towards me, because I was just walking out for like recess and all that other shit. He just like, told me to like, yo, turn around, go back to your block and wait there for like a few minutes. So boom, I went back in. I ain't asked no questions. I ain't like at that moment when I saw what was going on, I ain't asked no questions. I went back to my block. He told me sit in there for a minute and wait until all the correctional officers come in and then leave out. So boom, that's when all the correctional officers come in and they hemmed him down. One dude threw the razor at inside of another dude's cell room, and shit was so like correlated, like it was crazy. But the other dude threw his razor into the other dude's cell. He hit it somewhere, so they all running cameras back, and we can't come out to do the rest of our recess until they finish investigating what was going on. So boom, everybody who was involved in that shit, they got put in the handcuffs and shit, and put outside the block, like side by side with each other, until they got finished being pat down and discussing like what the fuck was going on. So boom, I'm sitting in my cell. I'm waiting until all that shit cleared up. After that shit cleared up, that's when they let us back out. Boom. All that shit went down. Another week went by. Same bullshit, but you know, this time people fighting and shit. And there's 2 levels in the block. So I'm on bottom block. And let me not tell you, bottom block, there's nothing but Crips down there. It was crazy. Like, it was so many of them. They try to get that. One dude tried to get me to like join them. I was like, man, I don't do that gang shit. None of that. I don't do none of that Crips or blood shit. Nothing. But out of respect, they still like say, you know, out of respect, just because you know being honest and being truthful of who you are, we not gonna we're not gonna do nothing from that. Stay away from that bullshit. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, man. Listen, I don't get involved with nothing unless something is going on that has to deal with me or someone that's close to me in my circle. But out of respect, they really fuck with me. So they was giving me like, honey buns. Some would give me like chips. Some would like sit down and talk to me. Like TC, he was cool as hell, bro. Every time like we'll have a prayer circle, bro, he'll pull me to the side and he'll tell me like, yo, like throughout all your situation, bro, just keep your head up, keep praying. Like he'll help. He was like basically keeping me on track. Blue, shout out to Blue, dead ass. Shout out to Blue. That man, he real truth, bro. That man's he wants to be an author. He's a upcoming author, and he really has a book that's coming out. He told me all the shit that was going on. He wanted to make movies, bro. All that. PJ, he's a young 18-year-old, like 18, 19-year-old rapper. Dude got some crazy ass songs. And it's crazy. The people that's in there, bro, they got major talent, but they just got caught up in some fucked up situations for them to be in there. But normally, like, bro, the people who was in there, they got crazy ass talent. It was crazy as hell. Like, there was this dude, he had red dreads and shit, and he was from New York. Dude had crazy songs and shit. And he got put into the situation like that. But boom. What else? But it was just basically, to fast forward it, I was just doing my time, getting on the phone with all my peoples, telling them that I'm straight, everything's good. There would be some times where I tell them like, sometimes things weren't good because the situations that were happening in there, and boom. But by August 14th, they pushed my date back. They told me I might have to be in here for another month, so they said my court date would be on September the 12th. So I was like, fuck it. I'm here right now. It's almost getting close to the end of the month. I might as well just push on through. My cousins have said they're putting money up to bail me out. Hey, if they bail me out, it'll be a blessing. But in the end of the day, shit happened. But luckily, my lawyer, he got in touch with the court and said, hey, we're gonna do the court case tomorrow. Fuck the 12th. We're gonna do this tomorrow. So boom. I'm asleep. God dang, it was August 20. It was August. Yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah, it was August 21st. I woke up at 7 something in the morning. The correctional officer came in, woke me up 7 something in the morning, and he told me like, yo, you got court. I didn't think I had court that early. So I'm sitting there confused. I'm like, damn, I thought it was on the 12th. He was like, nah, your lawyer pushed it to today. So in my heart, in my heart, it was my heart dropped because I was like, damn, this could be it. This could be my chance to either get free or I might have to sit in here. So boom, I'm going to I'm making my way there now. They put me and a couple other dudes in handcuffs, and they're taking all of us to the courthouse. I'm sitting in the courthouse. It was about an hour, sat in there. I was the last one out of everybody who went in there. I was the last one to go in there, and then my lawyer looked at me. He already done gave me the word. He was like, "You getting out today?" So boom. In my heart, I was like, "Thank God, bro." Like I could breathe. God dang. So as soon as the lawyer questioned and everything about the whole charges and everything, my lawyer said, he said, yeah, he been hemmed up since last year. All that court cases, he didn't have any public transportation or anything. So it was like, boom. So I'm sitting here and I was like, fuck, bro. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. But luckily, I told my lawyer, shout out to Corey Williams. God dang. I fist bumped him. I told him I really appreciate you. He was like, man, just keep your head up and, stay on your shit so you won't have to come back into this situation again. I told him I'm going to do it. I say, hey, you ain't got to worry about it. I'm going to keep my head up, and I'm going to stay out of the way of bullshit and make sure all my shit's together. So by like 2, 3 o'clock, they came to my cell and they said, "You're free." Everybody cheered for me. They was like, man, because everybody was locked in at that moment. And top row was like, they was out for rent. But everybody basically like congratulated me, cheered for me. They was like, yo, bruh, keep your head up, stay out of trouble, and don't come back here, bruh. I dapped up Unc. Unc said, hey, I'm proud of you for, staying good and staying out of trouble while you was in here, man. Go home, get some rest, get your body right, and continue doing what you was doing out there, and don't come back in here. So I told him that. I dapped Blue up. I told Blue, I said, Blue, we gotta link up sometime whenever you get out this situation. Same thing with PJ. I told him, hey, we all gotta link up or something, man. We gotta throw a little party and just celebrate success on making it out of the situation that we thought could keep us in here for a long time. Boom. We exchanged goddamn contacts, and after that, I walked out a free, happy man. By that time, listen, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't had no ride. I'm stuck in a whole different county. And I'm supposed to be in Fayetteville. Luckily, shout out to my boy Kevin. Kevin, whenever you watch this, I love you, dog. I appreciate you for taking the time to come scoop me up and bring me home. So, boom. I got picked up, and ever since yesterday, I've just been living free. And I'm... Yes, sir. Hydrate. Got my cup right here. I need some more Sprite. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, but that was a long talk. But for real though, in the end of the day, I'm just glad to be home. I really am. I'm really glad to be home. I'm glad to see all my folks that miss me, that was wondering where I was at. Some people called me once they saw me post on Instagram. Like the whole chart was just going crazy. So I'm like, bro, like it's amazing because I didn't think I was ever gonna see y'all again, and I promise y'all, I'm gonna stay on my shit, and I'm gonna keep my awareness and everything up. I'm gonna stay on my grind. I'm gonna stay doing the shit. I'm gonna get all my shit together so that way I won't get put back in that shit. But for real though, it was a crazy experience, man. It was a crazy ass experience for me. But in the end of it, I'm just glad to be home, for real. For real. But hey, we did good. With all that being said, shit. God bless, for real. Because if it wasn't for God himself, and for me sitting down actually being one-on-one with him and praying throughout my day and actually talking to him, I wouldn't be here. I'll probably still be in there, still doing time. Probably until next year. That's how they told me. They said I could have been in there until next year. But I'm just glad to be out, for real. But also real shit, man. How everybody goddamn day going?
Chopper, they do it, hey, they do it, hey, they do it, yeah.
I'm gonna take your girl.
They do it, hey, they do it, hey. I'm out to shit, but this ain't what the fuck you got. See me over, now it's in the cover. He's talking shit, and I'm talking over. Getting rid of the chopper, all that shit I like. Call me Waka Baka.